Hey, what is up, guys? Today we are going to be opening up the Elite Squad Trooper from the Star Wars Bad Batch. What this is a regular person. This isn't a clone. This is the very first hired person to be joined part of the Empire after they created the Empire and they started phasing out clones. So this is one of the first Elite Squads that completely phased out the clones once they started with the Empire, started training. So right here, the read up on the back says, after the formation of the Galactic Empire, a small group of highly skilled enlisted recruits is tasked with neutralizing anti-imperial insurgents throughout the galaxy as a means to prove the effectiveness of the conscripted soldiers. So basically they were trying to prove that they do not need clones and that trained soldiers are just as good as the clones, and we're trying to phase them out. These were introduced in episode 3 of the Star Wars Bad Batch TV series. So let's go ahead and open this up and let's get into it and take a closer look at this figure. So here's our figure. So before we get a closer look at him, let's go ahead and take a look at his accessory. It didn't come with much. It just had his blaster right here. Let's see if you can block the figure. There we go. So there's not really much to it. It's just your basic Imperial blaster. Alright, so now let's go ahead and get a closer look at this figure. So, just the feel of it, also you see right here, it kind of looks like it has almost like this heat warp to it from when the plastic went through. The plastic got too hot. I used to work with PVC and stuff, so I know like different types of blistering or burns or stuff like that when they had it too hot to melt the plastic. This is clearly a burn right here, so this was something I missed in QC. But it's not too bad. There is a little bit of off coloring here. That's about it. You see it starts to go up towards the pectoral part of this armor. Right here you have the markings of his ranking and stuff. I thought the helmet did come off because if you can see under there, you can see how you have the chin and it looks like there's a mouth and nose, but it's just a basic unpainted head that's under there, and it looks like the helmet's attached right here on the forehead. So the helmet does not come up off, and you cannot have a face underneath. The head does turn all the way around, up and down. There's articulation in the shoulder. The shoulder pads are rubber, so as you can see, it bended up. So here he can move his arms. Both arms are able to go up and down. There is articulation in his elbow. And then articulation in the wrist. The wrist, it looks like it is just on a peg. So it does just turn, but it does not bend. He's got side to side, back and forward of the abdomen. So the thighs, yeah, they are just got the articulation. They are not on a peg, so it doesn't have the full circulation of it. Double articulated knees. There we go. There we go. Right here, double articulated knees. And he does have the ankle articulation. So, yeah. I kind of wish he came with maybe more hands or maybe something, but just literally just the blaster. It's still a good figure. It does feel a little light. It doesn't have much weight to it. So I feel like because it's literally a trooper, that with all his helmet, his what's it called, his armor, there we go, with all his armor, it should have some more weight to it because he's like an armored figure. So I also kind of wish this was like something that could be detached or reattached, his belt and stuff. Maybe they have some extra stuff that can be attached to the belt. Like, there wasn't much they did. I feel like they just rushed it because of the fact Bad Batch just came out recently. So they just hurry up and rush this figure to production and just said, but the bare minimum just so we can get it out there, I feel like. Because like I said, it's literally just, I feel like it's just a regular trooper with black paint. So yeah, there's not really much to this figure, but all in all, it is a good quality figure. It's made, it feels good, you know, but like I said, it just feels a little light. I like my figures to be a little bit more hefty. He doesn't feel like really loose. Like his torso, I've seen so many figures where like you barely touch him, the torso's just floppy everywhere, but it does take a little bit of effort to move the torso. So yeah, it's a really good figure. And just take no real effort to get him to stand, so he stands perfectly fine. He is a little stiff, but most figures are stiff. You know, it just takes a lot of movement to get him going. You move him a couple times, after a while he'll start to loosen up. See, the elbow already just loosened up after moving around for a little bit, so. What I do like is figures, you know, they're like posable and pose ready right out of the box. Let's see if we can get the blaster in his hand. A lot of times getting him in his hand is very difficult with most figures. Actually, that was actually pretty simple. Yeah, it got in there no problem. So I do like that, because some figures, their hands are made too small for it. Like I've had one figure, I don't remember which one, it was one of them, I could not put a single thing in his hand. Every single accessory it came with, nothing was able to fit in his hand. There was no way we could fit it. The hands were too tight and they didn't open. So I couldn't put any of his weapons, any of his items he had, nothing. But that went in perfectly. It took me a few seconds with a little bit of force, and right there it's in his hand. I do like that. So yeah, so that is my review and unboxing of the Elite Squad Trooper. So if you want to get this figure, you can find him at Target. That's where I was able to get this one. Also, you can find him online at a website, Entertainment Earth. I have the link down in the description if you want to pick up your own figure from Entertainment Earth, because I know right now it's very hard to find figures in, you know, Target, Walmart, stuff like that. So if you go down to the description, you can find our link to Entertainment Earth, where you can purchase him or many other different figures you want. They carry anything you can think of. So yeah, we'll have a link down there available for you to be able to purchase that. So yeah, so thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys in the next video.